Welcome to Capturing Nature's Beauty. I'm Vern Thayer, and today we're going to be painting a ocean scene. A little bit different. This is down the Cape. Now this is a typical photograph, and you can see it's pretty much divided in half, and that's something we like to try to avoid. And we can change some things here. Let me get a pen. Okay, so let's say we raise, now let's lower this line here. The grass will have come out here, maybe only up to here. So that's not even down the middle. See, they split this. This is like split down the middle here, and a split down the middle there. That's two no-nos. So we'll put maybe we'll put that post here, and we'll cut the grass out here. Leave this coming around like that. Maybe we'll raise up the horizon line just a hair like that. It's not very straight, but it'll get the idea. I like the sun. A little bit too far over. Let's put the sun over here. Okay, put the sun there, and we'll have in the water directly underneath it. So this will be the shiny part coming across here. And that bumps right into the pole. I think that's all right. That'll work. That'll work. I like the boat, this boat here. I think that works. Maybe if he was over here, it'd be better. There we go. That might work better over there. I think that's something we'll work for. We want to make it interesting. We want to change it up a little bit. We don't want everything split directly in half and half. It gets kind of boring. So let's try that. I think that'll be a good thing. Okay. Now my colors, titanium white, and we got Naples yellow, cobalt yellow light, alizarin crimson, ultramarine blue, phthalo blue, and renumber. Okay, so let's see, get a little trips here. So let's see, now this, find our halfway mark, that's about halfway. So we want it a little bit lower. Let's bring it over here. Let's bring it over there. All right, let's say this will go, that'll be the grass. This would be halfway, so let's put that post. Matter of fact, let's bring the grass down here. Yeah, and the post. We'll put the post right here. All right. And we'll have the grass come in here, behind the post and down. That maybe, or is that too much and a half? Yeah, all right, we'll do it down here. And we'll have the sand here. The sand coming right about here. Sand dunes. Maybe up like that. And so we got like a cloud coming here, and we're going to have the sun right here. And the water horizon line, we want that a little higher than halfway. So what's halfway? About here. So let's put it here. This is going to be good. I can do a straight across horizon line. There we go. I can straighten that after. And we'll have the water here, and this will be the sun's reflection coming down. Yeah. I'm just undecided. Do I want the sun directly over and matching up with the post? I think I'm going to move the sun. That's pretty good. Being an artist, you can move the sun, move trees. The sun's going over here. I changed my mind. And I can do that. And we'll have the light coming down here. We'll leave the post over here, light coming there. Oh, we almost forgot our little fisherman there. All right, let's put the fisherman right about there on his little boat. That works for me. All right. Let's see. Let me get the, I'll just use a little bit of terps here, I think. And let's start with a little put some of this up here. Knife. Now put some of this right over here. There we go. There we go. Now I'm going to put a little bit of ultramarine blue and a little bit of French ultramarine blue mixed with phthalo blue. It looks like it's too dark, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks that way. But we're going to fix that too. There we go. And get some white. There we go. And some more. For us here. This is fun. I like this. This part of the, because you really don't know what you're going to get for the sky yet when you start putting it on like this. And you get an effect, an interesting effect. Interesting in that it comes out really different and you couldn't have planned for it. Sometimes it goes the opposite way too, then you have to fix it. But we just throw this up here. See, I want the sky, this here picture shows the blue in the sky. It's just, almost looks like it's spray painted on there. I like to change it up a little bit, make it interesting. It's a painting, it's not a photograph. That's what we're doing. And there's all different things about painting that's interesting. You try different things and at worst it comes out different. A lot of the times it's like really, really interesting what you get. All right. Now you'll see that I put this on fairly thick. And somebody's going to say, well, that's a lot of paint. Yes, it is. It is a lot of paint. But if you don't let that scare you, if you want to try something out a little different, something like that, don't use really expensive paint. Don't use paint you're paying $60 a tube for, or $100 for a tube. Get something else, and you'll get a good idea how it works out for you. And if you like it, then you can, buy more expensive paint if you like. But as a rule, they'll tell you to use the best that you can afford, paint and brushes. You'll be happier with that. You get into the real cheap stuff, it's probably holding you back. But at the same time, I don't use the most expensive paint. I'll get maybe a tube of a brown or something like that. But usually my paints are middle of the road. I try to stick with artist quality instead of the studio, but there we go. Now you see I took the light part down here and I'm pushing it up into the darker. And I'm putting it on an angle. All right. Now we wipe our knife off. So yeah. Okay, now obviously when the sun's going to be over here, that part of the sky is going to be lighter. So we're going to have to add some white. So let's see, I think we decided right about here. So you can't, I don't want the sun to be too low, so I'm going to put it right here. Wait. Let's just have fun, make it nice and easy. I try to keep my whites clean as I can. That's just me. There's no rule that it has to be. Okay, so we're going to put the sun right there. Do a little finger painting. Let's smooth this out a little bit. There we go. That's a little too dark there. Just a little too dark there. Let's get this. Change that out a little bit. There we go. All right. Now let's take a little more white. Okay. Now, and make that horizontal there a little dark. Touch of that. Touch of the brown here. Okay. That'll darken it up enough. Let's see. What if I wonder if this will work. Look at the studio. They got a 2x6. I'll steal it. I'll steal it. I'll put paint all over it, and they won't be able to use it. Here we go. See how it goes. Yeah. Now, just as long as nobody picks up that board, we'll be in good shape. They don't invite me back to finish the job. Somebody pick that board up. Here we go. Now let's throw a little bit of this color in here. And the sky. Before we get too far, we don't want to forget that our light source, right? So let's take care of our light source. I'll wipe that off right there. Just so that we don't forget. There we go. Like that. There we go. All right. So now the water is getting lighter as it's coming down. I think I'll revert back to my palette knife. And get a big palette knife. Bob Ross has a mighty brush. I got a mighty palette knife. So I'm using the same blues that we had in the sky, but I'm mixing a little bit of the brown in there with it. I could mix a little cobalt blue, I suppose, in this, but we'll be all right without that. We're going to be just fine. We're going to be just fine. Now, you see, that's too blue. That's too blue there. But that's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. We'll do this. Here we go. And see, I'm tapping it. I'm going to go back and forth, but right now I'm trying to get a little texture in there. Trying to get a little texture in there. And I want a little bit more white. Gee, I might leave that mess like that. That might be worth thousands and thousands of dollars. So somebody could look at that and say, oh my God, what depth, what action. Maybe that's what it is. I do too much, go too far. Let's see what we got. Okay. Time for the coffee. You're gonna have coffee. Okay. Let's smooth this out a little bit. I'm just touching a little bit on the end of my brush. You can see. There we go. Well, we're lighting that up down the road. Now it does have a headline up there, and I think that's not a bad idea. I think that's a good idea. Let me lighten this up a little bit more here right now. All right, let's see. Here we go. Some of the people I admire, some of what I call them the real masters, they can make this signature reflection off the water. Curl and McDonald, and they are really Tony Domingos. They're just magic people. You watch them on YouTube or see them on Facebook, and their work is just totally inspiring. And they're right here. Some of the best in the country are right here in Mass and Vermont, Rhode Island, Connecticut, right here in New England. We have some of the top masters. Now the headliner, let's use a ultramarine blue. A touch of the brown. And a touch of the red, just to darken it a little bit. All right, so let's put a headliner in here. I'm gonna make it bigger than what it is in that picture. You know why? Because I can. I have the power. Don't like it. Don't like it. Let's bring it back. Let's cut it back a bit. Just cut that back a bit there. Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. All right. We got that much done. Now, let's play with the grass for now. Let's play with the grass. Get some yellow. Okay. Let's see here. What do we get when we do this? Ah, look at that. We got grass. Look at that. We got grass. Okay. Now I'll put lighter strings of grass up here. Afterwards. I'm gonna get some orange. Yeah, don't have a lot of room. All right. Let me touch this brown here. Well, I've gone and made some shadows brown sand. I can use that for the shadows. A little bit maybe. What do you think? Yeah, not too bad. All right. So we're going to have a right across here. Our sand will go right up. And I think I'll have it climb up. We'll make it a hill right here. Comes down. There we go. Sometimes it's fun just to throw it on there, not care. And let your inner self or something like that take over and just put it on. I mean, you got to have a plan. You can't just shut your eyes and do some kind of modern art type thing, unless that's what you're after. white on there. Orange. More orange. There we go. See, I'm not trying to match what I had earlier. Try not to match it perfectly. I want the variation in color, texture. Okay, this is a little bit orange, but it's going to mix in with what's already on the canvas. There we go. I like that. Let's just fix this up a little bit. Not make it perfectly smooth, we just want to. That's it. Now in here, we can take that off a little bit. There we go. That's the base coat for the sand. So we got the base color for the sand and the base color for the grass. Stole this from my grandkids when they were small. It's a real quality brush. But it serves a purpose, and you shall see. So I'm going to make up that shadow. Make up the shadow. Followed by a moon shadow. Moon shadow. There we go. That's more French ultramarine blue, which is on the reddish side. It's kind of purplish. Purple. Let's see what we get going here. Yeah. I'm making footprints in the sand. And the hard part is to make it look random, because we have a tendency to put it like one here, one here, one here, one here, all straight in line. It's not like that. Now I got to fix that. Seagulls. Seagulls. Maybe we'll put a seagull in there. What happened here? What have we got here? There we go. Yeah, maybe we'll put a seagull in there. Oh, maybe two. All right. So what we plan on doing, in addition to my painting, we're going to go out and hunt for places. We're going to take the camera and we're going to go out and hunt for nature's beauty. And when we find it, we're going to take a picture, we're going to bring it back here, and we're going to paint that picture. So that's, although I don't think I can get them to go down the Cape in the summer, though. I think that'd be pushing it. But we can go around here to the ponds or a brook, see something that's pretty, take a picture of it, see the process of, from the time I get my coffee, jump in the car and we go, and go to a certain spot and we walk around and find, take different pictures, look for that picture that gives us the best picture, the best scene. From this angle and that angle and down and up. And then we can discuss whether or not in our painting to take that tree out or just move it over or something like that to make the painting more pleasing. And then we'll come back here and we'll do it. Mark Sasha is really good with the sand dunes. He's an artist, very big artist, down in Rhode Island. And some of his work is just extraordinary. He tends to like the beaches, and I don't blame him. And he does a great job when he paints it. I would love to study with him, but he lives too far away for me to, and he's too busy. Some of these big artists like that, they're always going around the country doing plein air paintings, and what a life it must be to go all these beautiful places and to paint. That's their job. But to see some of these great artists and painters, and I'm talking about masters living today. These guys are, and women, I shouldn't say just guys. It's incredible what they can do. Go into Boston to the Boston Artists Guild, and they got a gallery there, and you look around at some of the work that they do. Some of the artists in there. You just stand there. It's like going to the MFA and seeing some masters. It's incredible work. But you don't have to be as good as they are to have as much fun as I'm having right now. No. Like I tell a lot of people, I said, not everybody plays golf thinks they're going to be in a PGA tournament. It doesn't stop them from going out playing. All right. These, a bit of a trick to make these look like see, it's got to have a dark side and a lighter side. All right. Let's have another drink of coffee. So we'll go back to the green. And I'll get the brush that I've pretty much mangled, but it works good for what I want. So I'm going to take this light sand color and just mix that right in with the green. Maybe a little bit of yellow. Let's see what this does. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to put some of this color down, and then I'll go a little bit lighter. Yeah, I want this to be a little bit more spontaneous than some of the work I do. It's not something about the beach is kind of like carefree and happy. See, I'm just trying to, here too, try to be random with position of my brush stroke. Some skinny like that, maybe a long one, one in between, up here. Still letting some darker ones, spaces show through. If it was all entirely light green, you wouldn't see the difference. Like they say, you can't have light without dark, and the value, you got to have a dark value against a light value to show up. Well, it should, anyway. But there's always rules to be broken. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, the sand color's got some green, yellow in there from the Naples yellow. That's not going to work, Vern. That won't work. Well, I got more paint on me. Gosh. Orange. Just a touch. And that will give us a nice peach. And if we want a shadow color, we'll add a little bit of ultramarine blue. With the orange, we'll get a nice gray. Yep. So we'll take this a little bit of that. Grab your finger and we can clouds. I don't think that one cloud belongs there. That cloud has to go. We have to get rid of that cloud, because it doesn't do anything for the painting. So let's just wipe the palette knife off and just go right across like that, and it's gone. We got to smooth those clouds out. We got to smooth those clouds out. Maybe even hit it with a knife. A little bit more than I wanted, but okay. Losing hairs, just like my head here. There we go. Okay. Do a little bit of sky, got it all coming together. The sand has got to get some more work, but I'm going to have to let that dry. And I think I'll let everything dry. And that'll allow me to lay some color on top without getting mixed in with the color that's already there. If I was doing plein air, I would just pile it on, but this isn't that. So we'll let this dry, and we'll hit this again later. All right, I hope you come back and watch. Bye. Don't forget to grab a brush and paint. Bye.